Today, we uncover the chilling story of 14-year-old Alianna DeFreeze, a case that shook Cleveland and changed the law forever. Sometimes, the darkest stories begin on the most ordinary mornings. January 26, 2017, Cleveland, Ohio, 14-year-old Alianna DeFreeze left for school, but she never came home. She stepped off the bus, but what happened next became every parent's worst nightmare. This is the story of stolen innocence. The story of a predator who crossed all limits of humanity, and the story of a child whose death sparked change. Alianna DeFreeze, just 14 years old, a bright young girl from an ordinary Cleveland family. She was sensitive, intelligent, and full of dreams. At school, she laughed with her friends, joined activities, and was the light of her parents' eyes. But on the morning of January 26th, her laughter was silenced forever. It was a Thursday morning. Alianna boarded her school bus as usual. Around 7 a.m., she stepped off, and that moment became the last ordinary second of her life. CCTV cameras captured her walking past a church. There, a man was waiting. His name was Christopher Whitaker. Whitaker was 44 years old, a man with a long criminal history, addicted to drugs. His life already destroyed. That morning, he was high and hunting. He saw Alianna and chose his victim. He approached her, spoke a few words, then forced her into his control, dragging her toward an abandoned house. A place with broken doors, dark rooms, a place where no help would ever arrive. Inside that house, a nightmare began. Inside the abandoned building, Whitaker unleashed unimaginable cruelty. This wasn't just kidnapping. This wasn't just assault. It was pure horror. He raped her. Then he attacked her with tools no child should ever see. A drill, a hammer, a screwdriver, a box cutter. Ordinary household tools turned into weapons of torture. Alianna's screams echoed against those walls. But outside, the world heard nothing. For 3 days, she remained missing. Her parents waited. Her school failed to inform them quickly of her absence, and that abandoned house became her silent grave. On January 29th, police received a call about suspicious activity in an abandoned home. When they entered, bloodstains led them into a back room. And there, lying on the floor, wearing only socks, was the lifeless body of Alianna DeFreeze. Her young face was unrecognizable. Her body bore the marks of unspeakable brutality. Even seasoned detectives froze at the sight. Cleveland was shaken to its core. The investigation moved quickly. CCTV footage, DNA evidence, witness accounts, all pointed to one man, Christopher Whitaker. He was arrested. In court, he faced 10 brutal charges: kidnapping, rape, torture, and murder. In February 2018, the judge delivered the verdict: death penalty. Whitaker appealed, but in 2022, the Ohio Supreme Court upheld the sentence. Now, he waits on death row. But Alianna's tragedy was not forgotten. Out of her suffering came a law, known as the Alianna Alert Law. This law requires schools to contact parents within 2 hours if a child is absent without notice. Her life could not be saved, but her story now protects thousands of other children. Alianna's parents didn't stop at justice. They demanded change. They sued the school district and the city for negligence. In 2022, the court awarded them a $1 million settlement. But for them, money meant nothing. What mattered was ensuring that no other parent would ever face this horror again. So they created a foundation, the Alianna DeFreeze Let's Make a Change Foundation. It now works to improve child safety, safe school routes, and community awareness. A 14-year-old girl, on her way to school, she never reached her destination, but her name became a law. Her story became a movement. Alianna DeFreeze is no longer with us, but her memory reminds us all that protecting innocence is the greatest responsibility we carry. Sometimes, one life is lost, so thousands of others can be saved. She left this world in pain, but her story became a shield for many young girls who came after her. Alianna was innocence, courage, and humanity all in one. Her light still shines. Subscribe to Darkroom Diaries, and let her voice never fade.